Hi guys, it's Sam and I'm here today to film a new video, and I got some assistance today from the lovely Miss Brenna, who is just chilling out with me in my room while I film, so keeps wanting me to pet her because that's what she does. She likes to be pet lots, don't you? She's just kind of wanting to sit up right now, so I guess she's going to be in the video for a while. So today's video is going to be my top 5 favorite female authors. So a lot of these will seem familiar to a lot of you, very familiar. I guess only 2 of them will not be, but these have been my favorites for quite some time. So I will show you guys 5 of my favorite female authors. They're some of the authors I know that I will always love their books, no matter what, that I look forward to them, even though 2 of them aren't publishing anymore because they're kind of dead. It's because they're old books, but let me show you. So the first author I would like to show you guys is, of course, Jane Austen. She is just amazing. I love her stories. She wrote a pretty strong female character for the time period in which she lived, and I loved that. The books are romantic, but they are also rather comedic because she's poking fun at society in which she lived, and I just love her portrayal of woman. That she wrote female characters that were able to hold their own. They had independent thought. They were able to think for themselves and make their own decisions. They were just their own woman, and I love that about her books. I think that's sort of what makes them relatable even now, is because she just wrote how we can now freely act. I mean, I think for the time period in which this was written, her characters were rather atypical. It wasn't like your average woman, I think, how an average female character was portrayed at the writing at the time. So I don't know, I just love her writing. I love her books. I love her stories. I feel like they are timeless. I feel like they can capture your heart no matter what generation you come from. I love her stories, and I appreciate the fact that she wrote such strong female heroines in her writings. So Jane Austen will always be one of my favorite female authors. My second favorite female author is, of course, the Brontes. Authors, I should say, because it's all the Bronte sisters. This is my copy of Jane Eyre, but it's for the same reason as Jane Austen. They wrote strong female characters, and I love that. Their writing is excellent. All of their stories are excellent. They're sad, they can be happy, they just wrench at your heart, and I just love their books. Hands down. I love the way they portray their characters, and it's just go-to, guys. Some go-to classics here by the Bronte sisters and Jane Austen. My next favorite female author is, of course, the wonderful J.K. Rowling. How can you not? Her books are so wonderful. I love her books. I have yet to read her mystery books. I want to get into those, but anything else I've read of hers that she's written from the Harry Potter series is just amazing. I love her writing style. I like the stories that she tells. I think she tells them well. I think she does excellent character development, and I will always go back to J.K. Rowling, and I will forever live in hope that she may one day write some more novels from the Harry Potter world. I hold out hope. I hold out hope. My next favorite female author is Sherwood Smith. I'm sure this one is not very familiar with many of you since I have never seen a book of hers on Booktube before, but she is amazing. Her writing is amazing. I love her storytelling. It is just fantastic. I have read almost every single book she has ever written. I am constantly looking to see if she has new books coming out because she is amazing. This world that she has developed, she has been developing since she was a child, and she has tons of different books that take place within this world that she developed in different eras of time, and it's just amazing. I look forward to her books because she is awesome. And this one is the first in her, I'm not really sure what this series is called, honestly, but it's a series of 4 books, and the first one is called Inda, and they are excellently written. I actually prefer them over the Game of Thrones because it is a type of epic fantasy, political type fantasy book, if that makes any sense. It's not like the Game of Thrones is similar in some aspects, and I actually prefer these over the Game of Thrones. They are amazing, and you guys need to check them out because Sherwood Smith is just a wonderful author, and her storytelling is fantastic, and I will always look forward to new books from her. My last favorite female author is Tamora Pierce, and you guys will probably be familiar with her if you watch my channel because I've mentioned her many, many times. I first picked up one of her books when I was 15, and I immediately fell in love. Her first quartet, and it was the first books of hers that I read, was the Song of the Lioness Quartet, I think, featuring Alana. And basically all of her books build off of this quartet. Everything takes place in the same world. These characters that were introduced in that first quartet are referenced throughout her later works, such as this one. This is about Alana's daughter. and they're just such good books. It's another author that I still look out for more books from her. She also writes very strong female characters, and I love that. I fell in love with it when I first read the Ilana Quartet because it was about a girl who is basically a tomboy, and she's supposed to go to a school to learn magic. Her brother was supposed to be sent to the castle and become a knight, and they traded places. They were twins, so they could look alike. She cut her hair, and she basically posed as a boy for years to learn to become a knight, and I thought that was awesome because I was a tomboy. I still kind of am a little bit of a tomboy, not as much as when I was younger, but I just thought, boys gotta have all the fun, and I thought what she did was awesome, and I would have done it too, man. I would have traded places with my brother and gone to learn to fight like a knight. So yes, I immediately fell in love with her books and her stories and her characters. They're well developed, I think. I think they're well fleshed out. They're just really, really, really good, and I will always read a book by Tamora Pierce. Alright guys, those were my top 5 female authors. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what your favorite female authors are, and if you have read any books by these authors and what your thoughts were. And until next time guys, happy reading, bye! I hope you enjoyed this book, and hope you enjoyed this book.